Joe travelled back to the 80s, to the movies he fondly recalled, with Annie and Tom Cruise and Sly and Bruce Willis before he went bald. Back when the movies were simple and the plots had no deep commentary, just some hero with biceps and witty one-liners shooting all he could see.
Little some steamed Bennett.
But I guess the grass is greener when you're wearing those rose-tinted shades. But while he's stuck in the 80s, John will take these moody lemons and give you lemonade. So sit back and relax, just sit back wherever you are, for the movie reviews and the science bits too on Shitcase Cinema. On the Shitcase Cinema. Oh, it's the Shitcase Cinema.
One man force.
Well, after reviewing Tango Cash, there's only one way to follow up a buddy movie about two cops. No, it's not another Sly movie, nor is it another slice of Kurt Russell. It's actually the best movie that nobody out there will have ever seen. One Man Force. Now, I'm so excited about reviewing this movie, I can't wait, so let's dive straight on in and take a look. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, why have I never heard of One Man Force, and who is One Man Force? Well, it's something of an underground hidden gem of a movie, but it has everything going for it as it ticks every box on the list. It has the big take no shit from anyone leading guy. He's One Man Force, by the way. His buddy who gets shot, ultimately sending One Man Force on a one-man crusade against the scum of the universe. Really deep, flowing, emotional storylines that bring you close to tears. Acting that is worthy of raking in every Oscar award on offer. Some great action sequences that get your blood pumping through your veins and have you on the edge of your seat. And some truly inspired, life-changing speeches.
Yeah, I kicked some ass!
You killed my partner! Now it's your turn, pal!
The movie starts out with One Man Force, who incidentally is best known for his role as the ugly fucking sloth character from the Goonies. We see him literally pull the metal security shutter off the wall and then pick a door lock. So, you're telling me that he has the strength of He-Man but is unable to kick a door down? He knocks several doors down later on in the film. Not to mention ramming his fist through windows. Whatever One Man Force chooses to do is naturally the best thing, I'm sure. He's such a macho man, and that's why he's the hero. Who needs people like Arnie and Kurt Russell and Sly when you've got One Man Force?
Ronnie, I'm gonna have to kick your ass!
Yeah, One Man Force. Anyway, like I was saying, he's broken into this bar where he's about to shoot someone, but suddenly all hell breaks loose and he dies after being shot.
Gotcha, sucker!
But it's okay because it turns out he was playing a game with his friends. What? So playing part of the game involves vandalising their property? Oh, how ingenious.
I was just paying Pete back for shooting me on the toilet yesterday.
This film is simply like nothing you've ever seen before. It stands high on a pedestal all of its own. Untouchable. Now, One Man Force's partner happens to be none other than Flash Gordon. Yeah, the campest guy in the universe alongside the ugliest guy in the universe. Now tell me, is that not a formula for success? Holy shit, Flash and Sloth. Wow. So, as with any good storyline, one half of the duo dies. Love how he seems to fly through the air when shot, but he is Flash Gordon after all. Now, instead of pulling out a machine gun or snapping people's necks with his bare hands, One Man Force just simply says, fuck that, I'm hardcore and totally unique. So, he picks up a fridge and squashes a bad guy with it while he stands shooting it. This film is simply breathtaking. Plus, the death speech by Flash should have netted in Best Actor at the Oscars, but I'm sure he turned down their offer, wanting the scene to be purely remembered for just how bloody touching and special it is.
Shirley, Ronnie.
We'll miss you, Flash. One Man Force nearly gets run over by the evil Freddie Mercury lookalike, but he uses his skills as an ex-American football player to his advantage. Yeah, that's right, the actor used to be a pro-American footballer. So anyway, he picks Flash up and carries him into the light. Pete? What's this Pete business? His name is Flash! Ah, there we go, much better. Moving on, one-man force gets into a heated argument with Ronnie Cox here over Flash's death, but there's only one winner naturally.
You're suspended! Fuck you!
He goes on to some dodgy looking nightclub, which ends up in the mother of all bar brawls. There's a really random scene in here where some guy, who is making animal noises for some reason, crawls onto a cage, which contains a half-naked dancing guy, and he's being whipped by some leather-clad bitch. Yeah, saying whip every time you hit him really adds to the drama. Whip, whip, it's sheer brilliance. Now all we need is one-man force to go around saying punch every time he punches somebody, and the film would be perfect. Two big bastards show up to join in the brawl. One-man force thanks them for jumping in, and they reply with the only thing that you could possibly expect.
Hey guys, thanks for jumping in.
Hey, what the hell do we know? We're from Iowa.
There you go. So if you're in a barroom brawl and some guys jump in to help you, you know they don't know any better, because they're simply Irish. Whoa, holy shit! Was that Freddie Mercury again trying to run over one-man force? I love how they reuse the same clip from earlier on in the movie. And it's not due to budget restraints, it's purely because it's meant to re-jog your memory about the earlier confrontation, because the film has taken on so many plot twists since then, and it's hard to remember what the hell is going on. A true sign of a good movie. Check this out here as well. Sound a little bit familiar? Well, I have to say it reminds me a little bit of this. One great film inspiring another great film. The thing with One Man Force is there's no way to talk about everything that happens. It would take me years of doing intensive lectures to get through to you how monumental this film is, so let's just pick out a few parts to focus on. One Man Force is put into a box by the evil Freddie Mercury, but he naturally breaks out, punches one of the bad guys. Hang on a minute. Punch! There we go, perfect. Punch. Not quite as good as whip, but there you go. So he jumps off the truck and Freddy drives to his doom. Love how the truck stops dead in its tracks and blows up for no reason. But this is One Man Force and the film doesn't need to explain itself. It's above petty little things such as explanation and making sense.
Damn, I forgot to bring my marshmallows.
There's a spellbinding subplot taking place about a rock singer who's been kidnapped, and the news just happens to show exclusive footage of the actual kidnapping taking place, as they were apparently recording a music video at the time. Love how the gunmen march on in waving their guns around, shoot somebody, but allow the cameraman to follow them around. It's obviously an attempt at humour, and it works because I laughed so hard at this scene. Man, this movie has everything. Now, every time One Man Force gets into a fight, he's not going to be able to use his fridge killing technique, so he resigns himself to using his fists. But then he realises he's just been like any other action hero and he thinks, fuck this, I'm hardcore and totally unique, so he picks up a Pepsi vending machine and squashes the bad guy. Realism is another thing that One Man Force is infamous for. When you shoot a guy and he flies into an electric generator, he dies, not like in silly movies like Commando. One Man Force is so much better. So, to end the best film in history on a legendary and unforgettable moment, you chase the bad guy leader up several ladders, push him off to his doom, and he swings into a fire. Cue your witty one-liner that James Bond and even Arnie would be jealous of.
Should have joined a circus.
Classic. So, because this is the world's greatest movie, I'm giving it 11 out of 10 because it's One Man Force, and it goes that one step further than is actually possible, and we don't question it because it's simply the best.
All right.